it was the best training so far. My first driving experience was in China. The practical part, it was the major part we were dealing with in China.
My name is Concilia Owire, instructor and a locomotive driver at Afista Railway Operation Company. I've been here since 2016. My work as a locomotive driver entails driving the train, both the freight and passenger train along the Mombasa-Suswa line, and also involves the minor servicing of the locomotives to ensure maximum output of the locomotives. And also at the capacity of instructor locomotive driver, I'm in charge of organizing and training other locomotive crew on the progress of locomotive operation, and also do the video and voice analysis to check how they are progressing with the locomotive operation.
I was in China for 4 months, then came back. That was March 2017. Then I was honored to drive the president during the 31st May. As much as I'm still learning, the process of learning, we know we have to transfer this knowledge to other Kenyans because these locomotives are here to stay. Right now I'm going through a training how I can do the transferring of knowledge, because 2019 we are having a new batch of drivers that are coming in, and I'll be among the people who will be helping in transferring the knowledge to them. We need our country to grow, because like the SGR project, it's bringing, the infrastructure that we have here. It's all about economic development, and this is what economic growth is all about.
Generally, my day starts very early, depending on the train that I will be driving. I report to the dispatch room on time, get the alcohol test and the temperature test, as of now we have the COVID-19. Then get the instructions from the dispatcher on what I need to pay attention to while driving the train. That is just to ensure safe operation. Then get on board, do different kind of tests of the locomotive to ensure safe operation.
People tend to think that being a locomotive driver is a very technical thing for the female drivers. But as for me, I think it is a job that can be done by both female and male.
My journey started back in 2016. I joined Railway Training Institute, RTI, to study basic locomotive and rolling stock engineering. That is just after I completed my 3-year course in electrical and electronics engineering from the Institute of Research and Energy. Then late 2016, I was sponsored by CRBC to go to Baoji Railway Institute in China to further my studies as a locomotive driver. I came back in 2017 to prepare for the launching. That was 31st May 2017. Actually, the company has helped me a lot. First, they believed in me because being a locomotive driver, this field is more male dominated. So just giving me the opportunity to be a locomotive driver, that was a good one. Then giving me the best training and being able to sponsor me to go to China to learn more about locomotive driving. And also I can say they have ensured that my work environment is quite female friendly. They ensure that they demonstrate gender diversity, ensure that trainings, gender biased trainings are usually taking place within the company. So they have done quite a lot. I love my job most, getting to know that the passengers that get on board the SGR train, they get to their destination safe and quicker, because our train is much quicker. And also the cargo we do ferry, are getting a higher capacity such that the efficiency at the port of Mombasa is getting quite high. The reason as to why I'm so passionate about my job is because I know my job influences directly the economy of Kenya. And if I do it positively, I know it helps to boost the economy of my country. As at now, we do have few female drivers. Because, you know, before this field was more male dominated. I can say that female need to take more challenging jobs, especially the ones that have the norm of male domination, such that in the future, in the upcoming generations, we will not have such kind of norms. I can say for me and my fellow female colleagues, we have been able to venture into this field and excel in it. So I think it is a start such that young women can be able to take us as an example so that they can go further in their various respective fields, which are more kind of male dominated. I can say there are quite a number because you know, the society expectations, and there's a belief in the society that there are some roles that female can't perform, and you find that, you know, in this kind of industry, it requires more masculine, like more strength. So it makes the stress become more higher for us ladies, and also very, I can say, the morale, you know, where you get from the fellow female colleagues, it's quite low. So those are some of the challenges we face. For me personally, regardless of the challenges, I decided to believe in myself and do best on what I could. Because I wanted the younger generations, the young female who came up and venture into this field, they could believe that a fellow lady could perform. So it will be like in the future, if they venture into these fields, they will believe in themselves, they can also do, regardless of the challenges they will be facing. Before COVID-19, you know, the restrictions were not much. So we could interact with the passengers sometimes when they are getting on board or getting off board when they get to their destinations. And I can say they were quite shocked because they expected somebody who is quite big, quite huge. They could not believe it. But at the end of the day, when they know I drive them and get to their destinations safe, they were quite happy. My biggest achievement, I can say, came with this career. Because as at now, I've been able to be recognized as the best and the first Kenyan SGR locomotive driver. In the maiden trip, that is when we were launching the Mombasa-Nairobi line. I was the main driver who drove the train from Mombasa to Nairobi. And also when we were also launching the Nairobi-Suswa line. Both times the president and other important personnel were on board. So I think that has been quite a peak in my career. I expect that especially more women can venture into this business and also other fields that are, we say, male dominated. And also especially when it comes to the railway industry, we can grow further because technology, we can say it's something that is improving as days goes by. So we can move further as a country, which helps boosting our economy. I think the basic first factor is to try and eradicate gender bias and women empowerment. Those are the major factors. Women need to take up these challenging roles and be able to work hard because I believe nobody is going to just hand them over. So you need to take the challenging roles and be able to work very hard and dedicate yourself. That is the only way we can prove we can do better and we can match up to the males in this particular field. In this career, I've learned to know that technology changes as time goes by. We should not stick with what current version we are using as the technology changes. We need to have the urge to learn more, change. Because as technology changes, we also need to change. In only that way, it can help improve our economy. My first day to drive the train, I can say that happened while I was in China. That was the first time I drove the train. And it was I was very anxious because the train was so big. In China, I did the freight train. It was so huge. And I was not so sure if I need so much strength, like, the main strength, or what is more required of me. So it was quite something the first time, yeah. Women's support in this field is very important because we tend to get strength from the women part. And when you have support from a fellow woman, you need to have more strength and courageous to just tackle whatever you need to tackle. And there is a saying that says there's a place in heaven for women who support women. So I believe women supporting women is very important. What I can advise fellow young women is you just put your mind to it. It is not about what other people say and what the norm of the society is. The moment you put your mind to it and be ready to dedicate yourself and hard work, you can do whatever you need to do. Yes, I do training for other locomotive drivers and the people who are on their journey to be locomotive drivers. I also train other women who just joined us recently. I can say the women I'm currently training, they are quite enthusiastic because they know if I made it to this far, they can easily make it. So it is quite easy for them because there is a pioneer who is me. So I tend to believe they will make it as much as I did. I can say I've encountered such criticism from a public knowing that a female is driving the trains. Because how the society is, such kind of fields, female can't perform. But I usually tend to take them as challenges to prove the society female can also do this. So I usually take them as a positive, in a positive way. I can say I'm very grateful to company AfriStar and also Kenya Railways for giving me this opportunity, and also for the Kenyans who believe in me boarding the SGR trains and also transporting their cargo with the SGR trains. It means a lot. It helps us as an industry, in the transport industry. It also helps our economy. They should expect me to see me often in the passenger train. Yes, I do also the freight train, but now I'm more based in the passenger train.